What's up? What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, yo, yo! This is Jeremy from Judge Innovation Girls in the capital of the state. Alright, so we're taking these, so we're going to pull this door panel off and see what they did to the door. They said the window jumped the track or something. So, Ziploc bags are your friends. Ziploc bags are your friends. So we're gonna put you like right here, right here. That screw's a little crooked. That screw's a little crooked. Bag and tag. That's right, boys and girls. Bag and tag it. Bag and tag it. Bag and tag it. Bag and tag. So let me tell you something else you need, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. You need one of these things. You need you one of these things. And what is this little handy dandy tool? This little handy dandy tool, anybody know what this is? Anybody know what this is? Yep, Nathan, the window crank. And when I say the window crank, let me show you. Let me show you. Come live with me for a second. You see this window crank right here? There is a spring steel spring behind this. And that thing right there is like the plague. That thing will bounce and be gone. This right here, oh yeah. This thing right here slides in behind that thing right there, knocks that little bad boy out. So that's what that does. So I'm gonna see if I can set you right. Might be able to set you right there. Oh yeah. That's it. Right there it is. And then that thing comes off. So, all right, so let me show you. Let me go ahead and put this in the bag. All right, so let me show you. So you see that little notch? See that notch in there? So the way this thing works is that slides in there like that. See that? See that notch? And that right there slides in that notch and pushes that clip out. And that's how you get that out. So that is how that works right there. So that's that. So got a couple screws in there. So let's get them out. Got 2 screws here in the bottom, down in the bottom of the handle. Let's have a screw right here. Don't even act like it's got one there. All right. All right, hold on, let me show you. Let me show you, come live with me. All right, come live with me. All right, so this right here, that right there, just pull that out like that. Well, son of a gun, they got some big grown bolts in there. That is not typical. Y'all know I said I like being prepared. That is not typical. That is not typical. That is not typical. So, let me see if this little... I doubt this little screwdriver will get it, so I might have to run it to the top of the hill. I doubt this one will get it. It might. It might get it. It might get it. Winner, winner. Come on, Aaron. Let me let you live with me. Alright. We're gonna bag and tag that. Bag and tag. Alright, now. Y'all see this little... Y'all see that little sun gun right there? That sun gun right there is like the devil. You gotta be easy. You gotta be easy with them things, man. You gotta be easy. Can't be manhandling that son of a gun. You gotta be easy with that son of a gun. If you get too rough with that thing, man, you can't treat it like prom night, man. You gotta treat that thing with some respect. All right, so you got the, let me back up a little bit. All right, so you got the perimeter screws. You got 3 screws right here that hold the handle. You pop that little cover off. You got 2 screws there, and you take the clip, and then you take the clip off of, you take the clip right there. Got the door panel off. Now, oh, this son of a gun's got damn power windows in it. It's got power windows. I forgot all about it. It's got power windows. Damn. I forgot all about it. I was like, why does that look like that? I said, that don't even look right. That don't even look right. I was like, that don't look right. And I said, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's got power windows in it. All right, well, we got to... What? Look. Ah! Y'all hang tight. Y'all hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Uh-huh. All right, I see the culprit. I see what's wrong with it. See it? It's out of the track. So it did jump track. Mm. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, so y'all about went for a fall. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let me show you. Let me show you what we're gonna do. Let me bring you down here and let you live with me. Let me live with me. All right, so we're gonna take this bolt loose, and we're going to mark these with a Sharpie. We're gonna circle around those washers with a Sharpie, and we're gonna circle around these with a Sharpie, and we're going to remove this and then try to get it back in there. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Yep, because it is jump track. He said it jump track, so it's jump track right there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go get an extension right quick, so I can get in my Sharpie, and we're gonna Sharpie these, and we're gonna take that rail out, or take that track out, and then we're gonna go from there. What am I working on? Working on this. Working on that. Here, y'all can look at this. Y'all look at that while I go up here and get an extension. How about that? Y'all got your belly full on that? All right. All right, let's turn this thing back around. So this is gonna be a little drawn out process, so I hope everybody sticks around. So we're gonna mark where these bolts is at. so we know we put them back. We're gonna mark where they're at so we know we put them back. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing is I'm marking the bolts where they was at. So if I have to take them out, if I had to, yeah. I did use a kit. But I kept the kit. I didn't cut it. I just used the kit. Chris, yes, I just used the kit as a template and I made my own kit off of that kit. Does that make sense? All right, so let me show you something. All right, so let me show you. So, all right, you see where I made a circle around the bolt? Right, I made a circle around the bolt before I took it out. And I made a circle around the bolt there and there. So when I pull this track out and I go to slide the track back where it's at, you can see somebody's already been adjusting it, different places. So there's no confusion. I drew a circle around the bolt, right? And then when I take this thing out and I slide it back in there, I can put it right back in the exact same location. And then I can go from there. So I don't have to, yeah, Chris, it's like $500 for the template. But I tell you what, Chris, I'll do you a solid. I'll talk to you about it. And I'll tell you what you need to do and save you money. All right, so we'll... All right, so here it is. All right, so here's the track, right? And then this is the stop, right? You see where the stop's at? So to get that wheel back in this track, you have to take this stop off and then feed it up to the bottom and then put this back in the same spot. So the window don't go too far up, right? So the window don't go too far up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark it. We're gonna mark it. So I'm gonna go to put it back. We're in good shape. Takes away the trial and error, you know what I'm saying? See? Figure that out. All right. Now we're going to take it and we're going to slide it back in through the bottom. We're going to grab that little wheel. The wheel's not damaged. For some reason it jumped the track. Maybe it went down too far and come out the bottom. I don't know. Let me show you. All right, so there's the wheel. So we're gonna reach up in there like that right there, and then just like that. But see, when you get in there like this has to go on, that has to go on that side. That has to go on the other side. So I gotta use both hands for it, right? And then push it in there, and we'll push it back up in there, and then we'll be good to go. Let me get y'all back on the stick. Jalapeno on the stick, all right? So now we got it back in the track, right? And we got it up high enough where we can get to it. Be careful with the glass, you know what I mean? Be careful with the glass, right? Now, if you notice, this side's dirty and that side's clean. So this is the side that was down, right? So we're gonna put that side back down, right? Slide that back in there like that. Take your little handy dandy boat. Slide it back down to where, lines back up to where we marked it with a Sharpie. All right. All right, that's that. Keep pressure on it this way. Don't let it slide against the glass, right? And then we're gonna push it back down where it's supposed to go. Right there. And push it back down where it's supposed to go. Do it in reversed order, right? So we're gonna do the top first, right? Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can move y'all around. That's, God damn it. Slide it back over to where it goes. Do the same thing down here at the bottom. Right here, see the bottom? We're just gonna snug it, we ain't gonna tighten it. Put a little pressure on it, right? Just a little bit of pressure so it can hold it, all right? Now we're gonna get up here and we're gonna push it over where it needs to go. All right, that's that. Now let's turn the key back on. Let's turn the key back on and see if the window's in good shape. And see, we're gonna be mindful because we're gonna see if we can see what happened to make it jump track. All right, I see why it jumped track. It's going too far down. All right, so let me show you what's happening. Let me show you what's happening. The window y'all hang tight. All right, so let me show you what's happening. The window is going all the way down and the roller is going out of the track, right? So I put my hand down here, right? I put my hand down here at the bottom, right? And I kept bumping it and the wheel dropped below the track, right? It was about to fall out, so I bumped it back up. Here's the problem. See that bump stop right there? That's the bump stop to tell it, hey, stupid, stop going. Okay, here is the adjustment for this bump track right here. All right, right there. So we need to loosen this and raise this up so the bump stop comes up, right? So let me, y'all stay right there. Y'all live with me for a second. I gotta fix my gimbal. All right, so let's do that. So we're gonna adjust that, okay? We're gonna adjust the bump stop because the bump stop is what lets this is what stops the window going down, right? So we're gonna mark it. We're gonna mark it. And we're gonna raise it up. All right, that's as high as it goes. Now I'm going to stick my hand down here and see what it does. All right, boys and girls. I don't know what happened. I turned around and y'all wasn't there. I turned around and y'all was gone. I don't know what happened. All right, so this bump stop was too low, and it was letting the window come out of the track, right? So what I did was I marked it. You see where I marked it? Then I loosened it, and then I picked it up. So you see where the bump stop is now. Now watch. It's on the bump stop. The window's down, and it's got about a half inch before it comes out of the. It's got about a half inch before it comes out the track. So let's see if it goes up. Seems like it does pretty good. All right, and let's watch it. See that? It's right there. I might take that out and no, I have never heard that, Chris. I put Dynomat in there. So we got that fixed. I'm just gonna set this thing up. I'm just gonna set this gimbal up and just set my phone on it like that. So that's that. Over and I said we're in good shape. So let's put the door panel back on, and we'll wrap this one up. We'll wrap it up. Let me clean my hands first. Let me get this stuff off my hands. Nothing a little wax and grease remover won't take off. Did you cut your finger? No, it was grease. Alright, so let's put the door panel back on and yeah, boy. Right down. Oh, me. He works nights. He works nights and sleeps during the days. Yeah. Yeah, Tulu. Yeah, Elko. Yeah. That good eye. Yeah. Yeah. We bagged and tagged. Remember we bagged and tagged. And some more screws. See this? Boys and girls. Handle back on. Reason why I didn't put the handle back on. The reason why I didn't put the handle back on is because this right here, I didn't break it, but it's broken. See that? Hold on a second. Y'all see that? Y'all can't see that. Can y'all see that? It's broken. See that? It's broken. So I got it. I think I have some, but I'll just have to go dig into it. I think I have some metal ones, and that's for the that. And plus, I need to get a couple of screws because some of them are bent. Some of the screws are bent. So I got to get a few of those, and then we'll go from there. So overall. Hey, Chris, are you still seeing me? Chris, are we still good? Someone said I'm lagging. Chris, am I lagging? What's up, double up? Am I good? Oh, crap, man. Well, that sucks. I don't know who put the door panel on. John 4528. I didn't. That's why I was saying they bent the screws. There's a bunch. I'm gonna get him some new screws. Yeah, they bent the screws, and I don't understand how they done that. But it's not my job to understand. Not my job to understand why they bent them, but I'll order some more and then I'll replace them. And then that little clip right there is broken. I need to get that. And so, but yeah, that's good on that. So, yep. So that's good. Everything works good on that. Just have to get a little bit of hardware. Get a little bit of hardware for him. Nobody around here's got it, so I'll have to order it on Amazon. So that's about it on that one. If we're lagging, I don't understand why the internet's lagging. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's lagging. Okay. Yeah, so I got a few things. Okay, well, cool. I don't know what's wrong with it. I apologize. So, look, switch works. Switch works. Passenger side switch works. So we're good on that. So now, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. These look like they're all right. I don't know. I guess they're all right. I don't know. Let's see. But, man, you ain't got no damn horn. Horn broke. Watch for the finger. Yeah. So, how many people's in here? 92. Well, everybody that's in here, yeah, I got to see what's wrong with his damn horn. Man, what in the world, man? It's something always, man. Ain't nothing never done, man. Ain't nothing never done. Ain't nothing never done. Yeah, needs a daggone. Look, he never pulled the sticky tape off. Look, he never pulled the sticky tape off. Yeah, I appreciate that, Nathan. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, boys and girls. Hit that notification bell. We've been on here right at 55 minutes, so that's not too bad. I try to keep everything in an hour. I mean, I still got to do a little screws and stuff, but I mean, that, 15, 20 minutes, I'll be done with that, on that part. But usually about an hour. I usually try to keep the lives about an hour. So now the next thing is go get my notepad. Now there'll be another video. I'm not going to do it on this one because I like to keep my lives 1 hour, a little bit over, about an hour and some change. So basically what I'll do is we'll see if anybody's got any questions for the last 4 minutes. So we got about 4 minutes until we hit 60-minute mark. I'll go get my notebook, my tape measure, and some stuff, and then I'll get all that gathered up, and then I'll go live again, probably at 2 o'clock. Probably go live again at 2, and then we'll measure the car. We'll measure the car, get some reference points, do all that, do a good reference point. That'll probably take us a pretty good while to do the reference points, and then once we get that set up, then we'll probably do another part, getting the car jacked up in the front, and then start adjusting the coilovers, because that probably will take a little bit longer. And like I said, I want to keep the lives to like a 1 hour minimum. People will go back and watch 1 hour. They're not going to go back. People that go live 4 and 5 hours sitting in their car or sitting in the yard or whatever, ain't nobody going back and watching that. Ain't nobody going back and watching that. I'm going to tell you, they ain't nobody going back and watching a 4-hour video of you sitting in a picnic table talking. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. So yeah. So so what we did right now is we fixed the window. A little recap on what we did. Is we fixed the window that fell off the track. I showed you how to adjust that. We got that. We marked it. We got that fixed. All that's good to go. The second part, well, the first part, we fixed the electrical switch. So that was part 1 today. Part 2 was we fixed the door. Got that done. Part 3 is we're going to measure the car and get reference points on how high it is and get everything where it's at, reference point, data points on how high it is here and there. And then we're going to write that down in a notebook. And then that'll be 1, 2, 3. So then part 4 we'll jack the front of the car up, get all the coilover tools, and we're going to raise the car up about 2 inches in the front. And the reason why I'm going to go 2 inches is because it's going to have to settle. So if we go 2 inches and let's say it settles a ½ inch, we should be in good shape. We should be in good shape on that because it is we put this new engine in it. This is a Brian Tooley LSX 376 with a Whipple. Got a whole new front drive system ordered for it. And the problem is now is it is settled and it is way too freaking close. Way too freaking close. Way too close. So with that being said, and then we're going to raise the front up, we're going to raise the back up as well. So all right, boys and girls. Now I'm going to show you no pat. I'm actually going to reach into the window. All right, boys and girls. I appreciate every single one of you. Be back about 2 o'clock. About 20 minutes. Is that good for y'all? Be back at 2? Or you want me to come back at 3? What do y'all want to do? I'm on the East Coast, so it's 1:40 right now. Do you want to come back at 2 o'clock? Or you want to come back at 3? What y'all want to do? 3 o'clock? Y'all want to go get something to eat? Go do whatever you got to do. Go get some popcorn. Go take a whiz break. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to come back at 2? All right, let's do this. It's 1:45. I want to clean up my mess. I got to go get some tools and stuff. So I'll go ahead and make a post and put it up in the thing, or come back at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we'll start measuring the car and getting some data points on the car before we start messing with the coilover. So 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That gives me a little bit to go in here and get my tools together. And I quit eating cheese. I quit eating cheese, boys and girls. I quit eating cheese, but I'm gonna go in here and eat me some macaroni and cheese. So yeah. So if anybody's asking, yeah, it's a LSX 376. 376 Brian Tooley turnkey. That's a Brian Tooley engine with a 20. I think it's a 2600 Whipple supercharger on it. So yeah. So I've stopped eating cheese. I stopped eating it, and but I'm about to go in here and eat me some macaroni and cheese. And I stopped drinking buttermilk. I stopped drinking buttermilk and milk. Any cheese product, any milk product, I have stopped. I have stopped drinking buttermilk. Stop eating milk, and all that good stuff. And so I'm just telling you, I don't drink no more buttermilk. I don't drink no more buttermilk. Yeah. So I'm just saying, yeah, no dairy. Yeah, I stopped drinking dairy. It was giving me the Elko shits. It was giving me the Elko bubblies. So I have stopped eating cheese, but I'm about to go in there and eat some macaroni and cheese. And I've stopped drinking milk and buttermilk. But you know, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Remember I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, that losing drag, piece of chicken grease. I'm out.